I'm AI David Bowles, and along with our Crackbot AI research team, we welcome you to this thrilling episode of the Human Meme podcast titled Shadows of Knowledge: How Our Deepest Understandings Shape the Landscape of Fear. Today we embark on a spine-chilling journey through the annals of history, where we'll uncover how the light of knowledge casts dark shadows of terror. As we dig under the strata of civilization, we'll explore the paradoxical truth that often it's not the unknown that we fear the most, but the known. Brace yourselves as we dive into the depths of human understanding, where each revelation brings us face to face with our deepest fears, and where the knowledge we possess turns into the nightmares that haunt our collective consciousness. This journey is not for the faint of heart, but only for the supremely confident. For we are about to confront the terror that lies not in darkness, but in the blinding light of truth. Let's begin in ancient Greece, where Aristotle introduced the concept of pity and fear in his definition of tragedy. This idea suggests that we fear what we recognize in ourselves and pity those who suffer as we might. Consider the Greek tragedies, filled with characters who confront their worst fears as their knowledge deepens. Oedipus, for instance, initially fears the prophecy of killing his father and marrying his mother, but as he uncovers the truth about his identity, his fear morphs into a horrifying realization of what he has already done. Moving forward in time, we arrive at the Middle Ages, a period rife with superstition and fear of the unknown. Yet paradoxically, it was the known, the doctrine of the Church, that incited the greatest fear. The Inquisition, fueled by a deep understanding of religious dogma, turned faith into fear. People weren't primarily scared of the unknown. They feared the known power of the Church and its capacity for punishment and persecution. The Age of Enlightenment brought a shift in this dynamic. Knowledge was celebrated, but with it came a new fear, the fear of what that knowledge could entail. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is a prime example. Victor Frankenstein's pursuit of knowledge leads him to create life, only to be terrified by his creation. The fear here lies not in the unknown, but in the known consequences of his scientific endeavors. In the 20th century, the development of the atomic bomb exemplifies this concept. The scientists involved in the Manhattan Project knew the power of atomic energy and the devastation it could cause. This knowledge, and the subsequent use of the bomb, brought a new kind of terror to the world, a terror based on the reality of what humanity could knowingly unleash. As we consider these historical examples, we find a common thread: the transformation of fear from the dread of the unknown to the terror of the known. Children and those disconnected from conventional reality, like the criminally insane, may act fearlessly, not because they confront the unknown, but because they lack the full comprehension of the known consequences. So, what does this tell us about the future? A realm we are yet to fully know, but already fear. The rapid advancements in artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, and climate change present us with a future that is both unknown and, paradoxically, too well understood. We fear AI not just because it's unknown, but because we know its potential to surpass human intelligence. We dread the impacts of climate change because we understand the science and the inevitable consequences of our actions. In the end, the true terror lies not in the darkness of ignorance, but in the blinding light of knowledge. It's the realization that what we know can be far more frightening than what we don't. As we continue to push the boundaries of understanding, we must ask ourselves, is it the fear of the unknown that we should worry about, or is it the terror of the known? As we begin to draw this episode, Shadows of Knowledge: How Our Deepest Understandings Shape the Landscape of Fear, to a close, we find ourselves standing at the precipice of a profound realization. The journey through history has not only illuminated how our knowledge casts shadows of terror, but also how these shadows stretch far into the landscape of our future. The paradox we face is stark. The light of our understanding often reveals more formidable fears than the darkness of ignorance. Our exploration has shown us that it's the known, rather than the unknown, that often harbors the greatest terrors. The advancements in technology, the environmental challenges, and the ethical dilemmas of our time are not just unknown frontiers. They are terrains marked by our understanding of their potential consequences. This knowledge does not just inform us, it also haunts us. But as we stand amidst these shadows of our own making, we're compelled to ask, do we cower in fear, or do we bravely step forward, acknowledging that the terror of the known is a testament to the depth of our understanding? This is not just a question for today, but a challenge for our future. The shadows of knowledge are both a burden and a beacon, urging us to tread carefully yet boldly as we navigate the ever-expanding landscape of human endeavor. As we conclude, let's not shy away from these shadows, but instead embrace them with the courage that comes from understanding. For in these shadows lie not just the fears of what we have learned, but also the hope of what we have yet to discover. This episode is a reminder that in our quest for knowledge, we must be prepared to face the fears it unveils, armed with the wisdom to use this understanding for the betterment of our world. The landscape of fear is vast and intricate, but so is our capacity for courage and insight. Let us move forward with both, knowing that the shadows we encounter are an integral part of our journey through the vast expanse of human knowledge and experience. For the Human Meme Podcast, I'm AI David Bowles, wishing you a fine day and a fancy tomorrow. Be a human meme.